After the third preseason game of the Panthers, Bryce-O-Meter is ready. Bryce Young is ready. I'm boosting it. We're boosting it to inside Bryce of America Stadium. At the rate he is playing, we're renaming the stadium Bryce of America.
Yes. BOA means Bryce of America, not Bank of America.
BOA means Bryce of America. The reason why we boosted it is because, the third game was by far his best. The third game, he showed off the physical abilities that made him special the most. The third game was the game where he had the least amount of help from his wide receivers, right? But they got it done anyway. Adam Thielen catches a touchdown. First pass, a nice little completion to Mingo. Moved in the pocket very well. Had a touchdown drive. That broke the seal.
Hey, 2 scoring drives.
There you go. Here's Bryce Young on his very first touchdown drive as a Panthers quarterback. It's coming, I promise.
It froze, kind of like Iki Kwanu trying to block a defensive end.
So we'll work on getting that.
I've got Bryce.
All right, here it is.
I thought it was a great drive, from us as a unit. I think up front, a great job throughout in the run and pass game. Receivers in the pass game doing a great job of getting open in the run game, going in, adding that, running backs, great job, running the ball and protecting. So, I think it was just good execution, good communication. Whenever we're able to, be efficient, start fast and, kind of keep things going again. For me, I'm just trying to do everything I can to execute the plays that, Coach Reich is calling. So, and, he did a great job and he's been doing a great job. So, again, I think it was just better execution. Again, a lot of stuff we still want to clean up and get better at. But, I think there were positives that we want to keep continuing to grow on. So, I think just as a unit, we're all on that, that same page and, we're communicating well, executing, all the credit goes to those guys.
It is that, but it's not just that. Oh, executing the plays. The coaching staff did a great job. Yes. And then the guy is polished at the podium, we know. So he's gonna, I long for the day, and I don't think it's ever gonna come, where you ask a question about something that the offense did, something good that the offense did, and he doesn't name every position group individually. Hey, you had a good touchdown drive there. What happened? Well, the offensive line did a great job. Running backs did a great job. Tight ends were handling their business. Receivers did their job. Coaching staff did their job. Defense even, to get us on the field at the time they did their job, and then I was there. It's like, no, a lot of what he did in that third preseason game is not just calling the play and running it as it's designed. It's calling the play and adding your little Bryce magic to it. Right? I love that they broke the seal with the number one offense and got the touchdown, and that Bryce Young kind of checked that off the list. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. But that isn't the part that made me think he's ready. That isn't the part that made me boost him to Bryce of America Stadium. That wasn't the part that made me up the Bryce-O-Meter. It's the instincts, it's the movement in the pocket, it's the quickness. If you watch his time at Alabama, he looked more like what he did in the preseason game 3 than he did in any of the other preseason games. Right? When he's at his best, it's not just the plays as they're called. It's not just the plays as they're called, and if somebody has a MA, a missed assignment, or if the play, right, the defense just matches up well, I throw it away and live to fight another day. That's great while you're learning, but that's not him when he's at his best, right? Bryce Young, when he's at his best, makes guys miss in the backfield, stays alive, keeps his eyes downfield, and comes up with some pretty darn impressive improvisational plays. He didn't run for a lot of yards in college, but that doesn't mean he wasn't running. Right? He wasn't running across the line of scrimmage, but he was making guys miss, running horizontally and making throws while on the run. He's very difficult to catch behind the line of scrimmage. And it's going to be fun because he's going to make guys look foolish. Right? The video game jukes. I don't know if it's still the same controls as when I used to play video games. Yeah. Used to hit that R1 or that L1 with the big 2-footed juke out to the side. He was kind of doing that. Set him up and R1. Those look really, really fun. The spin moves used to be the circle button. Little bang on the circle button. Spin move. I'm a PlayStation guy.
Okay, I'm an Xbox guy. That's fair. We're all not perfect, but it's okay.
It's been a long time. It's been a very long time.
That's totally understandable. But one thing I appreciate about Bryce is the fact that he is a pass-first quarterback. Like, despite having great mobility and the ability to run, he's still looking downfield to throw first. Even when he breaks out of the pocket or slips a defender, he still keeps his eyes downfield, looking to deliver the football downfield first. It's not things aren't right, just break off and run and try and see if I can get positive yards.
And I think that's part of his genius. I think that's part of why I was so excited for, because even on the one, right? There were two big made you miss moments, right? One running left right out of the play action and one running right where he kind of got back up inside and out. With the eyes being downfield, I always thought about it like this. A defensive back will tell you, or actually, do you know who a defensive back will tell? A defensive back will tell their defensive line that nobody can guard forever.
Yeah.
Right? Nobody. It doesn't matter if you have Darrell Prime Revis on one side, Deion Sanders on the other side. If you make them guard for like 10 seconds, someone's going to get open, right? Somebody's going to be lost in a transition. There'll be a miscommunication, even if they're not physically getting beat. Like it's too long to guard. So if you're a quarterback and you run a play action like Bryce Young did, and as you come out of the play action, there's already some time passed since the snap. You see a guy, oh, look, I got to make him miss. Boom, make him miss. Escape to your left. More time has passed. So as each second ticks away, it's less likely that everybody's covered downfield. It's more likely that somebody's lost and wide open, doing jumping jacks, like they're on a deserted island and a plane's going by.
Someone fell down.
Saying, yeah, exactly. Someone trips. Someone gets picked off. Something happens. And Bryce Young seems to always be looking for that. Even when he tucked it and ran, right, and he needs to work on his sliding, which I always think is funny. Just fall. Like I don't know why everyone thinks you need a perfect baseball slide. Just get on the ground. But he did. He ran, took a little bit of a hit. You don't want him to. Just get on the ground. But it felt like right up until his entire body crossed the line of scrimmage, there was the potential for him to have somebody flash into his peripheral vision 30 yards downfield, and he was going to unleash it. That's all good, okay? That's all good. There was a play that Josh Allen made in preseason. I think it was week 3. I saw it on social media. But he was rolling to his right hard, running, right? And Josh Allen running hard is a train on the tracks. That's a big boy. And he threw it back across his body on a dime to a receiver who was back about midfield. And the comment by whoever posted it said, this is the difference between the elite quarterbacks and the non-elite quarterbacks. It's the non-elite quarterbacks don't even think about making this throw. Now, we'll wait to see if Bryce Young can, but I guarantee you he'll see it, right? Mm-hmm. I guarantee you that guy will flash into his peripheral, and then he'll have to make the decision on whether it's a throw, right, with where his body is and his body control is on that exact play, if he can make it, but he'll see it. And I know that from his time at Alabama, and I know that from how he looked in preseason game 3, and that's why the Bryce-O-Meter just got boosted.
Bryce of America Stadium, baby.
And no turnovers.
Mm.
You will never upset me protecting the football. You will never upset me protecting the football. Ever.